So you saw the title, and you know what's coming. This video is going to be an explainer how I managed to pull off taking 6 AP exams. If you have to suffer the same fate, this video may or may not help you figure out how to do it. But what better way to start than introducing what exams I actually took, and what better way to introduce those than by looking at their scores. As a graduating senior, I have access supposedly to the scores a little bit sooner than the 5th of July, which is why today is the 2nd of July. So we'll see if the scores are actually out yet. But first I have to go to work. So it's been a while. I went to work, came back, started recording. Oh wait, they didn't come out yet because I realized that that's not actually how it works, so I figured I'll just wait until the 5th. It is now the 5th. That is a truck. So, like I said I'd do, I'd check them. I feel like now that I'm a senior, it doesn't feel as important what I get because it's hit me how little this matters. So, probably the first thing that I want you to know, it's not the end. Like, this is not deciding your fate in any way. As long as you do good in the classes themselves, then you'll figure it out when it comes to, like, college with your counselor and everything. Figuring everything out, they'll help you out. It's not going to be a big problem. But hey, let us view our scores. Computer Science A, 4. Okay, I needed a 5 for that. But a 4 is what I was expecting because that class went pretty terribly, so that's okay. Literature, 4. Mid. Environmental Science, 5, like I expected. Macro, unavailable. Micro, 5. Okay, we take those. Statistics, 5. There we go. All I needed for micro stats was a 5. No, I needed a 4, and I got 5, so that's great. So, we got 2 4s, 3 5s, and 1 more on the way. That is really good, actually. Alright, so with that fun stuff out of the way, it's time for like the actual advice that I want to give you. So, let's start with keeping it light. Like, as I've told you, I took micro, macro, statistics, environmental science, literature was probably the heavy one, computer science, eh? So, like computer science A, literature, those are generally seen as heavier courses, but environmental science is an easy one. Macro, micro, the relatively lighter. Stats is probably the easiest. Maths one. But again, this is all relative, so it might be different for you, what you consider to be easier or harder. But the point is, I don't want you to overload yourself with stuff, especially if you're going to take a lot of courses at the same time, because what matters most is the scores you get in your class. That is what's going to matter when it comes to college applications. Colleges want to see that you can hold up with high pressure, so they would assume 6 AP courses in 1 year is pretty high intensity, so they want you to demonstrate that you can manage that. Whereas your actual AP scores, once you finish your exams, once you get to July in your testing year, that is going to matter when you've already been accepted and when you're looking for the credit to be transferred possibly to the college that you're going to. So on the AP website, if you go to credit and placement in the top right once you've logged in and go to credit policy search, you can either search by course or find your college. So let's say you're going to the University of Michigan. Click on find your college, type in University of Michigan, Ann Arbor, Dearborn, Flint, wherever you're going. And it will show you directly from here without having to go to the U of M website which minimum score is required for whichever classes you are taking, so that you know what you want to aim for. And based off of what score you need to aim for, like say you're not really worried about your chemistry score because maybe that's not super important in the field you're doing, but you're more concerned about your AP computer science score, then you know you don't need to focus on chemistry. You don't need a 5 in chemistry, so you'd rather spend more time on computer science so that you can get probably more than a 4 like I got. Yeah, this is annoying. I thought it went well. Like, I really focused in the end. Whatever. And then, if you also want to check, if you're not sure what university you're going to and you want to see, like, you've figured out what courses you're going to take, then you can instead search by course. So if you want to search just by AP Literature, then you can see every college everywhere and see what score they need on that exact exam. So AMDA College Conservatory of the Performing Arts Los Angeles, you needed 3 on AP Literature, and so on. So then when it comes to actually studying for your AP exams, I'd suggest starting to study around early April, as in, obviously you're studying the whole year for the course itself, for school, but what's going to happen is, in many cases, what your school is teaching you may be a little bit different from what the exam might actually entail. So the best resource, and your teachers will have definitely told you at this point, is the Collegeboard website and their YouTube channel. So starting 2 weeks before, but you don't have to wait until 2 weeks before, you can go onto their website and view past recorded sessions. There's usually 8 to 10 sessions for each class that are maybe 40 minutes to an hour long that you can maybe just listen to in the background if you really don't want to focus that much. I managed and did that and got the scores I got. It worked for me last year as well. These give you an overview of everything in the course. They're organized in a way that's not chronological, but in a way that fits when you're studying, once you've already learned all the material and you're going back. So that is a great way to review everything, and they will highlight things that maybe your teachers didn't teach you. And with that, they will also tell you which exact part of AP College Board's website you can go to learn more about that particular topic. Because the point with AP is you can self-study for a course. It's not recommended, but it is possible, using just the resources on the website, to learn everything you need to learn for a class, give the exam, and get your score. That is the concept behind the website. In school, when you are taking a class, the College Board website is supplementary. They give you information that is supplementary to your education in school, but it still has everything you need to know in the class. So please take advantage of that, because it's super important. So that pretty much covers everything that I want to tell you. But obviously, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, because I'll be there. I'll be answering things. In the description, I will give you a link to the website and to the YouTube channel, which has those review sessions like I showed you. And I guess the last thing I want you to remember is, like I said at the beginning, this is not defining you. This is something that a lot of people have struggled with, to get anxious over their scores and to get anxious over the fact that this is AP, that it's supposed to be difficult. But you're here, you made it this far, so you don't have, actually no, you have a lot to lose. This is terrifying, okay? There's no reason to sugarcoat it. AP is terrifying. This does have a big impact on your future, but don't think that it is the only thing that matters. Once you get to college, I'm not even there yet, but I'm sure once you get to college, you're not going to remember what AP classes you took, so don't worry about it too much. And thanks for watching.